Hari Om, Guruji.
Hari Om.
Guruji, I understand, and when in the class, when you are telling that I am the Brahma or I am the creator of this universe, but the moment you say Purnamada and the class is over, again this universe become a reality. How do you think that I can get out of that feeling? I would suggest if you can make an exclusive class on the topic, I am the creator or I am the Brahma of this universe.
I am the creator or?
Of this universe.
See.
In the class, everything is fine.
When the question is what? The moment I say Purnamada Purnamidam, then we are coming back to this world.
Yeah. And the class is over.
When the class is over, we'll come back to this world.
Yeah.
During the class, where are we?
I am the creator. I am the projector
During
of.
the class, you are the creator. Outside the class, you are not the creator. Is that the question?
Yeah.
See, after Purnamadaha, I come back to this world. Then before Purnamadaha, we are not in this world. That is the meaning, right?
Then
See,
I am infinite. I am complete. I don't need anything.
I don't
As
need that.
long as we are sitting in your class, I am sitting in your class. I'm now talking only for myself.
Correct, correct. Good. I'm so happy that at least during this class you feel you're infinite. That's a great thing, you know. It's great. But I'll tell you something. I'll tell you something. After Purnamadaha, I am back to this world. Before Purnamadaha, back to this world from where? From where, if you ask? You can only say from the class. And class also is part of the world or not part of the world, if I ask you. Class is also part of the world, no, Hariji?
Yes.
Class is very much part of this world. Class is not some dream that is happening. I hope this is not a dream. And
No.
unless somebody slept off and then they say, yeah, every class is great and refreshing. Some of my students say that. And that's okay. What to do? What can I do? Subject is like this. And so class is also part of the same world. Before Sahana Bhavatu was chanted in the beginning of the class, also the world is there. And after Sahana Bhavatu, world continues. Continues. Purnamadaha, world is there. After Purnamadaha, thank God, world is there. Thank God, we should say, world is there. Nothing has changed. During class doesn't change anything. Really speaking, class doesn't change anything. But the class can have, okay, the class says, yeah, there is a Guru Shishya relationship is also there. Hey, that is in this world only. That is in this world. Otherwise, where is the question of all this Guru Shishya teaching Shastram and Sanskritam and mantra and all that? Chanting, hearing. Hey, to hear a mantra, I must be very much alive. Like I was before the class began and like I will be after the class ends. Everything is there exactly during class also. Okay, frame of mind is slightly different during class. Frame of mind is different. And so, really speaking, class does class is also part of the world, but the teacher can teach. Na guror naiva shishyaha says that hey, this shishya relationship also is like a father-son relationship or mother-daughter relationship, and everything is a role. And am I able to separate myself from the role? If you can separate yourself from the role in the class, then only I can say I am Brahman. Then only I can say Uma Sahayam, Prabhum and all. Creator, maintainer, resolver. See, one thing I'll tell you. Creator means you are giving an upadhi to Brahma. Creator means upadhi to Brahma. And upadhi, so Brahmaji's upadhi is required. So Chaturmukha Brahmaji upadhi is given because Chaturveda, Veda is the essence, is the creator of the universe. That's why Chaturmukha Brahmaji. Okay. Then he's called the creator. Srishtikarta. Srishtikarta. With this upadhi, there's no Srishtikartritvam and all that. The Upadhi did not create anything. Maximum this Upadhi has created is some confusion. That is all I'm capable of. Okay, what is the question of Srishtikarta and all that? I am not Srishtikarta. But that is, if I relate to this body as Satyam, then I'm not a creator of anything. Just a few things I created. That's about it. But since I know that I am not the body, if I'm not the body, then am I the mind? No, I'm not the mind also, if I can say, then who are you? Okay, then I am that Atma, which again is not a finite entity like the mind or the body. That much, that is initial Viveka, which leads me eventually in this Upanishad to say that I am that all pervasive. Okay, Sarva Vyapaka Tattvam I am, because only the Sarva Vyapi can be Nirgunam also. I have to be Nirgunam, only then I can take on gunas. The clay has to be Nirgunam, only then it can take on so many objects it can be. Only the Nirgunam can give form to so many objects. Only the formless can give form. The essence of every formed entity is formlessness. Okay. Therefore, I am all pervasive. If I can say that, if I can say that means I will say that. After the teaching, I am able to say that you just said it. In class, I feel Purnam. I even feel I am the creator of the universe. That's a bold statement. That's a bold statement, okay? Because that means you are able to appreciate Brahma as all pervasive. And I am not separate from that all pervasive. That's what you're saying. So in class, if I can see it, I have to. I have to constantly see it after class also. And in class, it's called Mula Vidya. Mula Vidya. Mula Vidya means what? That ignorance of the reality is Mula Vidya, is gone. Then after class, what happens? Here in class, I was able to take everything. See, in class, if the Mula Vidya is gone, and if I can see the reality that I am the whole, I am Purnam. That means even though the teaching is happening, which is all Vyavaharikam, teaching is not Satyam. If I ask you Satyam or Mithya, you should not say teaching is Satyam. Teaching also is Mithya. Guru role also is Mithya. Shishya role also is Mithya. Language is Mithya. Everything is Mithya, my dear friend. Therefore, even though it is sacred, it is still Mithya. Still Mithya. So if I can go beyond all the Mithya in class, then everything after class also is Mithya only. The teaching is meant for my life only. The teaching is not meant to exist only during class. And so, if I can see Mithyatvam in everything I do. So here, Mola Vidya Nivritti, outside class, you know what we call it? The question comes from the fact that after class, I take everything as Satyam. I make a mistake. I go back to I go back to some state where I take everything as Satyam. It is called Tula Vidya Nivritti. Tula Vidya Nivritti. Which means what? Constantly I should be able to see the Mithyatvam of everything, including the dosa or the vada that I am going to eat. It is Mithya. It's not Satyam. Mithya dosa is needed for the Mithya body. Can I say that? Then I am beginning to appreciate Vedanta. All transactions are all mithya, all required. Dharma requires me to be engaging in all these transactions. I can't walk away from anything. And transaction means change. And when I say change, only the unchanging can say there is change. Only the unchanging me can appreciate change. Otherwise, change cannot be appreciated. If I can say change is Vidya, I am the unchanging. In everything that is happening from day 6 o'clock in the morning till the night when I go to sleep, I'm telling you that life will be different. So we have to make that extra effort. That's all there is, Hariji. That's all there is. There's nothing special. Special is the Shastram is special. That is it. So it takes some practice, ability to see. Traumatic situations can happen. How can I bring the vision of Upanishad when there is a situation like that in my life? Correct? Because there are many situations that happen periodically. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Trauma is there. And just because there was an unpleasant experience like that, I don't have to judge myself as incompetent, incapable, etc. No. Mind is supposed to feel. My mind should be there. It should be alive. It should do the job of the mind. The job of the mind is to be sensitive to emotions and express those emotions. So let things happen. But underneath all those transactions, I know that I am what the Shastra is talking about. Which is why you are able to say, in class, I feel like I am. I am what? I connect with the creator of the world. I don't want to say I am the creator. You know why I don't want to say I'm the creator? Because the job that Brahmaji did, there's no chance I can do. That way, that Shakti is only little bit of Shakti I have. That is not. Upadhis are not connected. There is no connection between two upadhis. In fact, you are not me, I'm not you, I'm not any of anybody else in this room. And so all of us are different. But when I say I'm the creator, I'm able to connect to the essence of the creator. And I feel that I am that same essence also. That is why you are able to make that statement that I am the creator. Correct? So it's a gradual process. It's a gradual process, not different from what we are learning. Even to make that statement is a very big thing. So Tula Vidya, like Swamiji, somebody asked in Swami Sadatmanandaji last month in the camp, and he said, it's all what? Growing clarity. Growing clarity. Because moksha is not an experience. If moksha is an experience, then that is not Advaita Vedanta. That is Devanta. That's Devanta. So growing clarity. So you're getting that growing clarity. That is what I will say. Okay.
Thank you.
There's no need to be disappointed or impatient. Impatience is also impatience is not good. Why? Hey, patience is a value I have to build. Okay, so why should I be impatient in my own pursuit? I'm patient with everybody in my family and outside. But when it comes to me, why should I not have that same patience? Looking at our Acharya, Sakshat Ji is there. So many times we've had satsang with Sakshat Kritananda Ji. Next time he comes, ask him that same question. See what he says.
Hari Om.
And call me also. Tell me what he said. I want to know.
Hari Om.
Hari Om. Thank you. Yeah, Bhagya.
Jaykumarji, this Uma Sahaya, what was the Vigraha Vakyam you gave for it? Umayas Saha.
Ma sahaya yasya saha.
Yeah. Umaya saha yasya saha or?
No, Umaya saha is not the word. Here it is Uma
Okay.
sahayam.
Uma sahaya. So,
It is Uma sahayam, one word.
okay.
You can say Uma sahaya yasya saha.
Oh, Uma sahaya yasya saha. Okay.
Bahuvri.
Bahuvrihi. Okay.
Right.
And you also said Uma sahaya is Brahma Vidya, right? Can you repeat that again? How is
Correct. In fact, Uma is Brahma Vidya. Uma sahayam is Brahma Vidya Acharya Dakshinamurti.
oh, okay.
Uma sahayam is Shiva, no? So, Shiva is an Acharya.
Uma is with Brahma Vidya.
Correct.
Okay.
Uma sahayam will be Brahma Vidya Acharya.
Okay. And one more thing, the definition for Trilochanam you gave Soma, Surya, Agni.
Soma, Surya, Agni, Atmaka. What did he say? He's saying Soma, Surya, Agni, Atmakani, Lochanani. Soma,
Atmakani.
Surya,
Okay.
Agni, Atmakani, Lochanani.
Okay.
Yasya saha you have to put. So it has become Bahuvri.
Okay.
So the one for whom Soma,
Soma,
Surya,
Surya, and
and
Agni are
Surya.
there.
That's it.
Thank you, Jaykumarji.
Yeah, Jyotiji.
Namaskara, Guruji. You are telling Vidya, Avidya, Nivritti. So you used some prefix for Avidya, Nivritti when you were explaining. So I just skipped that expression.
So when we talk about Avidya in the teaching, the Shastram talks about what is Avidya? Ignorance. Ignorance of what? Of the self. Ignorance of the self. Or ignorance of Atma, you can say that. That ignorance is called Moola Avidya. Moola Avidya. Moola Vidya.
Pola.
Moola. Moola means root. Moolam.
Mula Vidya. Okay.
Moolam. So like the root of a tree, Moolam, Rishi Moolam, Nadi Moolam.
Yeah.
So kind of Moolam. The source, the root. So the what do you call it? The core. I don't know how to translate this.
No,
Moola,
no.
with Moola Vidya. That is the fundamental ignorance that we talk about.
From where the doubt sprouts.
The primordial ignorance. Okay. Which is the cause for birth and death. Punarapi Jananam, Punarapi Maranam. That is called Moola Vidya. Then what happens? Then there is something called Tula Vidya. Tula. Okay.
Tula.
Tula. So Takaraha. Right? The dental Takaraha. As in Taraka. Tarakasura. That Tula Vidya. Okay. Now what happens? Then question back to our Hari's question. After class, whatever I learnt has vaporized, vaporized. This is a common experience of everybody. So what we say is, yeah, common experience of everybody means that is how the teaching is. You have to see what I understood must be applied in our daily life, as it were. And that means what? Class, it's all everything good to hear that pot is mithya. Pot is mithya, but what about Rasagulla? Is it mithya or not?
Mithya only.
Okay. Only in class I will say it is mithya, but then what if somebody shows all these plates of sweets and kara and all that? Then I have to tell myself, it's all there. Yes, everything is mithya. Likes and dislikes are there. Likes and dislikes also are mithya, really speaking. If I am able to see that, then I am Satyam will automatically come out. And so then I am capable now of dealing with situations as they come. With jnanam, not without jnanam also I can deal with situations. Okay, a mature person knows how to deal with situations, but with jnanam, then the Tula Vidya Nivritti has to happen. Mula Vidya Nivritti has happened. But Tula Vidya Nivritti means during the rest of the day, can I see the Mithyatvam in all the things that are happening in my life? Pleasant things also are Mithya only. Unpleasant things are also Mithya. Can I say that? Great things, pleasant things, beautiful things that are happening in my life also is Mithya only.
So Tula Avidya Nivritti will happen only with practice or
So practice means what? Cognitively, I have to see.
orally? No.
No, that cognitively I have to see it. And so, yeah, all those values, adhikaritvam will come into play. Shama, Dhamma, Uparatihi, yeah, Uparati is there.
So getting disturbed by situations and reactions by people, everything has to be removed through practicing Tula Vidya Nivritti only, I think.
Correct. Tula Vidya Nivritti only can finally take care of me. Until then, I'm a karma yogi. Karma yoga is very important. Very important. Till then, I'm a karma yogi. That itself is good. In fact, many times Swami tell, for all this study, karma yoga still is very important. Be a karma yogi. That will, what is it? Ubhav. What did he say?
Chitta
उभौ
Shuddhi.
तौ विजानीयात्
No.
उभौ तौ विजानीयात्
No. Fifth chapter.
fifth chapter
Sankhya,
यत्
Sankhya yoga.
साङ्ख्यै प्राप्यते स्थानं तद्
Yes.
योगैरपि गम्यते एकं साङ्ख्यं च योगं च यः पश्यति स पश्यति
Pashyati. Ekam Sankhya cha yogam cha. So don't be disheartened that things are not happening to me. This happening idea, you just let go. Things will happen. Just like things have happened to me so long. Like that only things will happen. Ekam Sankhya cha yogam cha. Means what? This jnana yoga, just jnanam. And karma yoga is not ordinary at all. And let both govern my life to a point where then both are not different. Karma yoga, the preparedness that got me here, will continue to take me through. And jnanam, of course, will shine in my life. And of course, adhikaritvam is purnam at that point. Until then, I build adhikaritvam also. So growing, Swamiji, that's what Sadatmanandaji said, growing clarity will be there.
So it's part of Tula Vidya Nivritti with efforts is a part of growing.
Correct. Part of growing and jnana nishta, we will say. Jnana nishta. So jnanam is there. Hariji's question was jnanam is there in class. But outside class, that jnanam is not helping me. Not helping me means what? Yeah, I have to. Whatever I learned in class, can I apply it? I can't say apply. How do you apply it? It is not applying, is not doing some act. You have to see the mithyatvam of everything. Every relationship, everything, every situation. And accept the pain also. Pain is there, yeah. I can't stop the pain. If I resist the pain, that will be even more painful. And it will come to bother me later. So I have to accept the pain and recognize that the pain also is mithya. My mind is suffering from pain, but there is this Sakshi, Chaitanyam, that is me. That is the real me. The observer of the pain is not the pain. I have to remind myself when I'm going through the pain.
Purge it out.
No, I'm saying I have to remind myself about the mithyatvam of the pain while I'm undergoing the pain.
So
There's no purging and all. Purging is not how purging.
yeah, so I need not really, it's mithya, so I need not really worry so much about all that.
You have to do whatever you have to do in the situation. Vedanta doesn't make you do something different. It makes you do things exactly like before, but more cheerfully.
Detachment.
More cheerfully you have to do. Otherwise, Vedanta becomes an escape, which it is not. Yeah. Thank you, Jyoti.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಗುರುಜಿ.
Yeah. Shanti Kumar.
Guruji, I had few thoughts in mind. You have given answers to others that also applies to me, I think. But still, I want to check with you, Guruji. I'm listening to many lectures, but still, I find that there is a slow progress in the spiritual path. And the same word ran through in my mind: impatience. I'm becoming impatient. I want a mind which is healthy, which takes things lightly. And I have understood that the problem for me is not from external forces. So I have become my own problem. I keep, the mind is always thinking, what to say. Even there, I only, for me, I want comes. Even there, I seek, so I want something, not seek, I want. I want a mind which is an attitude which is a free attitude, a free mind, a lighter mind. Okay, it's okay. So if something doesn't happen, for example, yesterday one of my told I can schedule an itinerary for you. Even after this Kumbh Mela, 1 month, still the impact, the effect is there. You can go. Then when I checked with Kumar, he said, I'm not so keen. I cannot, anyway, we have to leave Amma alone and go. So I don't think that's going to happen for the next, that may not happen this time. That's all. That's a full stop there. That's all. So I immediately, there was, my mind kept thinking how to rebut him, how to say something else. When he leaves, what I should say. When I leave, what I should say. So many things within 2 minutes, it went through in my mind yesterday. And by night, I understood, oh, this is fact. There are certain duties to do. So these things cannot happen, means I will bring Ganga home. That's all. So I thought like that. But still, I don't want to go through even that 1 hour, 2 hour. This mind keeps thinking about positivity, negativity. That how to overcome that. What to say, that wanting. I don't want anything, that thing, but that itself has become, I want something like.
You know what? Shanti? I asked the same question many years ago, 15 years ago or 20 years ago. I don't know how many of you know this. I decided I have to. They talk about psychologists and this and that, and my company was giving this 10 free sessions. This is a very common thing in many companies. 10 free, because employees need counseling and all that. No? I said, I should take advantage of this 10 free sessions. And so I looked around for a psychologist, and I checked with some people who herself is a psychologist. So she recommended some people in Houston, and I went and met him. The nice man he is. He's a Buddhist. He's an American, white American, and Caucasian. And I was talking, okay, and I asked him this. I kept asking some things, etc. What it looked like, what I was telling is exactly what you're asking, which is all these things are happening in the head, and etc. etc. What is? I'm studying Vedanta. Okay, still this is an experiment I wanted to do, and you know what he said? He said you're too harsh on yourself. He said you're too harsh on yourself. Means what? Just impatient. Can't handle. Yeah, correct. I don't want to have this kind of a very negative experience or those thoughts, which nobody likes those kinds of thoughts, disappointments, frustrations, etc., etc. And then reacting to that, all this is going to go on. I'm telling you one thing. We grew so much. We were children, and we did so much chesta and so much naughtiness we had, and we didn't know what is right, wrong. We stole the neighbors' this thing, toys, everything we did. And today we are not doing all that. How?
We know what is right, what is wrong.
And what you one day you decide, okay, from tomorrow onwards, I will not steal. Like that, you thought someday or what? From tomorrow onwards, I will not utter those kinds of words. Like that, I said or what? No, it doesn't happen like that. It doesn't happen. It never happens. It happens automatically. The flower just blooms. You can't say it bloomed one fine minute and after that it bloomed. Like that, it won't work. It just blooms. Exactly like that. Exactly like that. This will happen. And so the short answer to your question is, it is better not to worry about it. Because if you worry about it, suppose you have 5 problems. Now, if you worry about your problems, you have created a 6th problem. What is the 6th problem? Worrying about the problem is another 6th problem. And guess what? Even Bhagavan Shiva doesn't have a solution to that. Because you only created the 6th problem. I thought you had 5 problems, but now you are asking about the 6th problem. No need. Uddared atmanatmanam natmanam avasadayet. Krishna has already said it in Bhagavad Gita, in that chapter 6 or something, or 4, I forget where it is. Okay,
Sixth chapter.
Sixth
Atma
chapter.
Samyama. Yeah.
Atma Samyama Yoga, 6th chapter. Okay, what does he say? Uddared atmanatmanam. Hey, you help yourself. You help yourself because you are the only person who can help yourself. Others may be there, all right, but finally you have to help yourself. Others can help, but suppose I don't take their help, that means I'm the cause of my problems. So I have to help myself. And then what he says, Natmanam avasadayet. Avasadanam. Avasadanam means judging myself constantly, pitying myself, huh? And telling, no, I don't want this. What an experience it is. Why am I like this? After all this study also, I'm studying Paramarthananda ji, I'm doing Shakshaktarananda ji, Jaikumar ji also is there, and like this. Even after all that, nothing is happening. See my state. He's better off. Why? He's at least enjoying life. He's not studying. He doesn't know anything about Bhagavad Gita. Nothing. He's happy. Look at me. This is called avasadhanam. Avasadhanam means what? Just victimizing myself by all these thoughts. That means what? I must encourage, I must nourish my karma yoga buddhi. What happened to my karma yoga buddhi? Prasada buddhi and all we talk in class. This is a great time to apply that. Great time to apply the prasada buddhi. Yeah, it's going to happen. It has happened. So that is fine. That is how it is. I have a desire to go to Mahakam. What is that's not my problem. The desire is there. Bhagavan has given me the desire. Put it on Bhagavan. And so when that is like that, when there is a family, finally one decision has to be taken. It's going to be yes or no. And some decisions I won't like. That's it. Who am I to say this unpleasant experience cannot happen? Only if I don't resist it, those things will come and go. Allow it to come and go. Allow it to come and go. Allow the unpleasantness to stay, and then you can't push it out. The more you push it out, the more heartburn there will be. More heartburn. Can't push out these things. That's my long answer to your question, which is, I don't even want to have those experiences. How, if you say, only way, known way to human beings is what? You allow it. Prasada buddhi. That is it. Prasada buddhi is nothing. No greater shock absorber that human beings have come up with than prasada buddhi. Really, accept it. Now, this is how my life is going to be then. That is another judgment. There's another judgment. There's another avasadanam. Just piling up one after the other. You know, piling up of problems. Just accept it. This is how it is. Don't worry. I have to learn to live with it. And this is Ishvara Prasada. Then it'll go away. Next time you'll be surprised. Next time you'll be surprised. The more you accept, the stronger you become. It doesn't mean you should be passive. It doesn't mean you should take anything that comes to you. But you respond appropriately. Then it becomes a nice game.
one lighter vein, Guruji. This mind thinks the life is so volatile. What if you pass away in a short span? My mind is thinking all this nonsense stuff that happened for 2 hours. After 2 hours, I was out of it. But what I wanted to stop is even that, okay, when you hear for the first time, take it lightly. Why you don't have that magnanimity? That is what I question myself.
You're talking about our own passing away, our death you're talking, right?
Yeah, because this one Kumbh Mela, if I don't visit, if I am not alive in the short future, then my soul will be.
See,
That's all nonsense thought. I'm building up what you said. I kept building up on it for more than an hour. Then, in spite of all these Vedanta class and everything, why I'm not able to accept it immediately when people say it is like this, it is like that. Okay, never mind, it's okay. Why that mindset is not that? So I want that healthy mind. It's okay. I will take it as prasada buddhi. The prasada buddhi comes after 1 hour, 2 hours. Earlier it never came. Now the span, the frequency has the span has reduced, Guruji. But
good.
I don't want even that. Immediately அந்த பெரிய மனசு ஏன் வரமாட்டேங்கிறது, அம்மாக்கு வயசாயிட்டு போக முடியாதுங்கிறது ஏன் என்னோட புத்திக்கு உரைக்கல. Why it never struck me? That was what I was.
Hey, one good thing about one good thing about Mahakumbh, the answer is very clear. If I don't go to Mahakumbh now, next Mahakumbh is 140 some plus for 4 years or something they say. And definitely I'm not going to be alive. The definite, it's not what if. The what if question itself should not be there. I won't be alive. That's one thing. Oh my God. That means I must go now. Okay, I must go now. And how many people are going? How many people are not going? Okay, many people are going. All right, that also is understood. But even more people are not going to Mahakumbh. And maybe you can see, you ask Guruji Paramarthanandaji is there. Ask him, did you go or not? You ask all our sannyasis. Only a few sannyasis are going there. I mean, I'm part of our Asha Vidya sannyasi group. And only a handful of people have gone to Mahakumbh. Okay, so that means what? That means going to Mahakumbh is a blessing, no doubt. If you can go, you go. But everybody can't do it. Situations are all different. Situations are very different. Somebody just flies from America, lands in Delhi, goes to Allahabad, go to Prayagraj, and then he gets a bath. That's it, over. With 2 days of arrival, everything is over. He got Mahakumbh Darshan. And here we are sitting, and then you can say, Guruji also has not gone to Mahakumbh. Appa, I'll take some consolation from that I can get. Like that you can say, and you can console yourself. I mean, find a way to do all these things. This is the reality. See, this is why we are not objective, correct? We are not objective because we look at ourselves without thinking of the whole. And yeah, Mahakumbh is a very sacred thing. And but Vedanta will question all these things. Okay. Must-dos will be questioned. That is Vedanta. Vedanta is like that. So, good. So, 2 hours only, you go into trouble. After that, you are free. That's good. That's a great accomplishment. Congratulations. Some of us brewed for a long day also.
FIR of Paramatmananda, recovery period.
Recovery period is
Yeah,
for her.
very quick recovery, I should say. Maybe as Guruji is telling, maybe I also would brood and brood and brood for certain things for a long time, only to be, my eyes will be opened after my husband says, I don't attend any Vedanta class, but what you are doing is wrong. You attend Vedanta classes and you behave like the shame on you, I will say. Then I will realize.
Don't stop attending Vedanta classes, okay, Jyotiji?
I need to attend because I keep brooding on things that are not required. only to understand that what I'm doing is not correct.
Good.
Guruji, Grihasthashrama gives us so much experience. That's why it is a challenge. I mean, the Vedanta you would take 10 years to learn, you'll learn in 2 years being in Grihasthashrama.
Guruji, for that, a simple tip to remember throughout the day for a healthy mind, a simple one, what to say, a phrase or something to remember, Guruji. Is there anything like that?
Yes, Uddharedatmanatmanam Natmanam avasadayet Atmaiva Hyatmano Bandhuhu Atmaiva Ripuratmanaha. Great mantra. I used to chant it. When I was going in the bus and all, when I was down, I used to chant this mantra. I used to chant myself. I had to tell myself. Krishna is saying that don't worry, you help yourself. You are capable of helping you. I have to give myself confidence. Self-confidence. Yes, I used to do all this. Many mantras like that I used to chant just because I needed it at that time. And when nobody is there, you have to just help yourself. And like this mantras are there. Partha naivehanamatra vinashastasya vidyate. Nahi kalyanakrit kaschit durgatim tata gacchati. Hey, this whatever effort I'm putting right now can never be wasted. What a statement it is. It gives me some consolation. Yes, what I'm doing will help me. Even though I'm not able to see how it is helping me, it will help me. Write down, if even more powerful, I used to do this. I used to write affirmations. I used to have cards where I used to write some small statements. Like what you just said. There is nothing wrong in having desires. We have to start with the basics. We should not take anything for granted. You think about the real things that are bothering you and then write it down, and slowly those raw writing can be refined. It is all right if I'm wrong. For me, it was a very big thing. I thought I should never be wrong. Then I understood later on that this perfectionism is a problem. It is all right not to be perfect. I kept writing it. I used to read it every morning. I used to read it. I had to tell myself that. Means relax. It's a way of saying you should relax. And perfection is not a goal. There is no such thing as perfection. That also I had to write. I used to write all these things. So writing is it's called affirmations in English. Affirmation. You get up in the morning, nobody is there. You just read it aloud. Act as though somebody is telling you. You are telling yourself all these statements. Very important. And then once you keep on saying it to yourself, then after that you don't need to read it. It becomes natural. That's how it was for me. I needed it. Affirmations. Do that. Meditations. You can sit in meditation, you relax, and then you tell yourself. Whatever important things you have written down, you can pick a statement and that becomes your nididhyasana. That becomes your nididhyasana. I am impatient about these things. Please give me patience. May I get patience about these things, about myself. I am condemning myself. Henceforth, I shall not condemn myself. Uddhared atmanatmanam natmanam avatar. Write it in your own language, Tamil or English, whichever language you're comfortable with, write it in that language. And that language, that sentence will become your mantra. It becomes your mantra. We have to do all this. We have to do all this. This is all part of Karma Yoga. And then you can include Krishna's statement. If you like the statement, you bring that in. Then you relate to those mantras. No mantra is more powerful or less powerful. I am the one who makes a mantra powerful. I am the one who makes a mantra powerful when I relate to it. and I use it, then it becomes powerful for me. Correct? How can we say this sentence, this statement of Krishna is powerful and that means this is not powerful? That means Krishna is uttering words just like that, he's rambling. And occasionally he speaks some sense. That's what it is. That's not true. Every shloka has meaning, and any shloka you can take, especially these kinds of shlokas, which is not Vedanta, really speaking. Uddared Atmanatmanam is not Vedanta. But it is so needed for me. Amanitvam, Adambitvam, so many values are there. Pick one from there. Okay. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, all these things. There are shlokas in the 18th chapter. Asuri Sampad, Daivi Sampad. There are beautiful shlokas there. Pick any of them where you relate to some of those values and then write it down. Elaborate. Write your own words, your own mantras you come up with. Short statements.
Even for anger, we can say Mahashano, Mahapapma. He says they are like unsatiable, like, like the way he describes our Kama, Krodha, and all those things too. It's like, when you try to apply it, helps a lot. Like when you really analyze and use it in our lives. He says, get rid of that first.
Correct. So, like this we can do. And the point there is that at the end, I don't have to judge myself. Prasada Buddhi. What does he say in the 3rd chapter? Shloka, Prasada Buddhi, 327 or something. Mayi sarvani karmani sanyasya chetasa nirashi nirmamo bhutva yudhyasya vigata jvaraha. My God, Arjuna, you know what? Arjuna is here fighting a war here. Life and death. This is thousands and thousands of people are going to perish next minute. Okay. And he is there. I am, at least my war is not like his war. Okay. And if Arjuna can follow Krishna's teachings, why not me? Why not me? Like that, I should ask myself. And then, may I see an Arjuna in me? Affirmation, whatever helps, whatever helps. Arjuna, Vishada Yoga, he also went through sadness. I'm also going through sadness. Therefore, after Vishada Yoga, there is Jnana Yoga coming, waiting for me. So, whatever helps us, we have to use. So, all the ideas that you're getting, just write it down. Write it down and convert those writings to short, powerful statements. Or Modi ji is very good at creating words and sentences, like "Make in India." Make in India. It seems like a simple phrase, but you know how important it is? It is now stuck in the minds of people and saying "Make in India, make in India." Like that, we should come up with our own statements. Mantras are there, Bhagavad Gita shlokas are there. So think about it, and then we'll talk again later. Okay?
Thank you so much, Guruji. Hari Om.
Thank you. Yeah, Sapna ji.
Yeah, today Shanti ji said that it just occurred to me. Pujya Swamiji says acknowledgement of one's helplessness is prayer. I mean, you pray when you acknowledge helplessness. Power of prayer, and yes, prayer is really Sharanagati. That's the only way one can get out of that cycle of self-condemnation or self-blame and all the things that are impediments to our chitta shuddhi. That's the only way. I shared with Shanti ji. I started doing anything that is not helping me in realizing the truth. Om Deviye Namaha, Om Deviye Namaha. Just give it. And it definitely gives, creates a space for you to, I can't describe it, but it frees you up of lot of negativity or things, qualities that are roadblocks. So it is just cleansing every day. And yeah, I think it's a journey of our studies, I guess, which is a beautiful thing. Another thing that I wanted to bring up was, I will try to make it very quick. 1.6, right? You gave the meaning. So the meaning describes the Nirguna Brahma Upasana.
Correct.
Yeah. But when you were taking the class, the first two lines you emphasize is a preparatory steps for dhyanam, and the last two lines as referring to Brahman. But the gist, the meaning is completely Nirguna Brahma Upasana. Nirguna Brahma Upasana.
Right. Actually, these three shlokas, three mantras are in one sentence. So
Yeah.
it should all be combined into one sentence. Then you will find Neelakantham and all will come. Uma Sahayam, Trilochanam. So you got that kind of meditation, and then which leads you to the Arupa Brahma
Correct.
Prapti. Like that it
So
should
this
come.
is more, yeah, 7 is Saguna Brahma Upasana.
Correct.
So Swami Tadatmananda says, maybe Ashvalayana, we don't know if he is a capable student to do Nirguna Brahma Upasana. So Saguna is also there. He'll go into, so, that's how he says, but it makes sense. Yeah, some of us definitely, this is a step towards Nirguna. It can be together, but I think it's our culture, or it's a beautiful thing that we have forms that we can meditate upon, which is more tangible, and then that can be a stepping stone to appreciate the Nirguna.
Correct. Correct. Only through Sagunam, Nirgunam can be appreciated.
Dhanyavadam.
Guruji, I have a question. Now, you were saying about Uma representing Brahma Vidya, and one of the examples you gave is the Kenopanishad example, where she gives Brahma Vidya to Indra. Another thing I was thinking, the Uma interpretation, one of the interpretations they say is Uma represents Om, like, A, U, and Ma that are there in Om. It is just the order is changed. If you go from back, A is there, Ma is there, and U is there. So it also represents Uma. Is that why you also said like it's Brahma Vidya?
See, that interpretation I've seen before, but it's not. I don't know how traditional that interpretation is. But
Okay.
yeah. So Ukara, Makara, and Akara.
The
Or Akara.
all three are there, but the order is different. So they say like it represents Om also, like
Then
it has all the
we are changing the order of the letters.
the order of the letters is different. It starts with a, Ma comes in the middle, and then U is at the end. So, but the components are there. It's not the same order, or we cannot even say it is reverse order, but all the components are there.
Right, right. Oh, that's fine. If I mean, generally, if the letters are
I
letter
mean, it's
order
still a representation of Brahma
represent
Vidya.
all letters are there. Yeah, you can look at it like. I don't see
Okay.
anything wrong with that. And Mandukya talks about Kara, Ukara, Makara
Mm.
as symbolizing the entire universe.
Mm.
Because the universe is all words, all objects. All objects are words, and words are letters, are sounds. and all sounds are collapsed between Aum. So you open the mouth and then say Aum, like that. So that sound encapsulates all sounds, which is the entire universe. Like that, there is a beautiful interpretation. The other interpretations are there. And so, yeah, you can say that. You can say that. I've not, rarely, once or twice I've seen it, but not Uma. There's another meaning for Uma. Uma. So there is
Her
a,
mother says that, right, when she's going to do tapas for Shiva, she says something. Maina Devi, I think her mother says something like, "Ooh, I don't know the Sanskrit meaning now, but it comes from that incident that happens before she goes to do penance for Shiva."
good, good. So back to the point that Sapna mentioned about Prarthana. So Prarthana is good. Is Shanti here? Okay. Oh, Shanti is there. Yeah. So Prarthana, very important. So doing that offering, see this Prarthana, that is puja. I'm talking about puja itself. So by Namavali, this Namavali is so important. Where that is how you relate to Ishvara. That is it is like giving a gift to a person. Giving a gift is one thing. You give a book or something, then let's see. That is the physical manifestation of love. And like that here, Om Sumukhaya Namaha, if you say, that is the time you can say something to him. You're telling something to Ishvara, to Bhagavan. And you say, take away my impatience. Suppose there are 16 names. 16 names are there too in this Archana. Om Sumukhaya Namaha, Om Ekadantaya Namaha. 16 names. So 16 things I'm offering, right? But you have to, I'm offering and you're taking. But there are some things only you can take, you can handle. Ganesha. And all the pain I have, you can take. I can't handle pain. So you list all the things that I don't want. I don't want impatience. I don't want anger. I don't want confusion. Yeah? Like this, you list all. I don't want impulsiveness. All these things. I don't want, yeah, like this, you list all this. And every time you do Om Sumukhaya Namaha, you look at the piece of paper that you've written. I'm going to offer you my impatience. Which means you have to give me patience. Because once impatience is gone, automatically what is left is patience. It's automatic. So like that, consciously do the puja. Consciously. By having a piece of paper and writing it all down. Then that 16 names becomes your personal 16 names, which means something very personal to you. Very personal. Or you can choose one thing that is bothering you. Then with every name, I'm going to give you more and more of the same impatience. More and more. You can handle this. I want Om Sumukhaya Namaha, Om Ekadantaya Namaha, Om Kapilaya Namaha, Om Gajakarnakaya Namaha, Om Lambodharaya Namaha, Om Vikataya Namaha, Om Vignarajaya Namaha. More. I have more impatience. Yes, come on, I'll give it to you. Keep on doing it. I'm telling you, in no time, all this will go away. These are all very powerful, very, very powerful. So, thank you.
Guruji,
Okay, yeah,
actually, you say we'll do offering, but I keep telling Krishna for every good thing, bad thing, impatience, any impediment, I'll just say, Krishna, proceed. Sense of gratitude while eating Krishna and proceed. I feel there is an impediment on my path, maybe anything. I'll say Krishna. I don't understand something, I'll say Krishna, proceed. So that puts a block to my the stream of thoughts negative thoughts. Most of the times it's negative thoughts. Somebody has interacted in a bad way with me. If I remember that, instead of sulking, I'll say, Krishna, your wish, you did that, okay, I'm fine with that. So I keep proceeding. These days it's happening more and more. So I'm becoming, my mind is actually calming down. Whenever I say Krishna, I become calm. That's what is happening.
Namudaccha Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.
Dhanyavada sarvebhyah. Namaskar.
Dhanyavadah.